Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day before starting the video. Please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital, GH spoilers for the next 3 weeks. June 2nd to June 20th reveal that Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mansi, makes a mess, Drew Cain's, Cameron Matheson downfall begins, and Giovanni Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza, deals with the aftermath of his life being blown up. This week, Gio faces off with Lois Cerullo, Rena Sofer, and Gloria Cerullo, Ellen Travolta. They orchestrated his ultra-secret adoption and he wants answers. Gio feels betrayed by his loved ones and he can't hide it. Even though Brooklyn Quartermain, Amanda Setton, had no idea Gio was her son and living under her roof, she did choose to hand him off as a baby. That fact alone has to sting, and we can't wait for Gio to speak his truth about that. It's time for the custody fight between Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson, and Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, but it will become so much more. Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, outs Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, as the one behind Drew's drugging, and that stuns both Drew and Willow. Both Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst, and Diane Miller, Carolyn Hennessy, are willing to play dirty for their clients. Who will come out the victor in the fight for Wiley Corinthos, Viron Weaver, and Amelia Corinthos, Sequoia and Serenity Mork-Mako? Like we said, the case is delayed by unexpected bombshells, one of them being Sasha Corbin's, Sophia Matson, unborn baby. Rick dogs Sasha with paternity-related questions she didn't expect. This causes the mom to have an emotional breakdown and go into early labor. Michael, being the secret baby daddy, can't hide his concern and jumps into action to calm his baby mama. Soon after, Carly confronts Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, over his part in pretending to be the baby daddy. In the June 2nd episode of GH, Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, accidentally left his engagement ring for Elizabeth Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst, out in the open, and she found it. Explosive show spoilers reveal that in the aftermath, Lucky accepts a harsh truth about himself. Does this mean that Liz turns him down? After all, she has voiced concerns about him leaving again on a whim, and she has a family to be concerned about. Can Lucky live up to all that the promise of a ring means? He is a wanderer, a lone wolf, just like his dad Luke Spencer, Anthony. Geary. When things get boring at Shea Weber, will he find an excuse to get back on the road? Elsewhere, Christina's self-made mess gets more complicated. 2 people have questioned Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grand's handling of the Cassadine estate money, including Marco Rios, Adrian Anchondo. How will she shut down his suspicion that she's money laundering? We predict that Alexis will double down in her efforts to protect her daughter, forcing them both further into the weeds. Meanwhile, Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, grills Jack Brennan, Chris McKenna, and the result could be intel she shares with Jason. Fans will see Anna suspicious. While talking to Jason, does this have to do with whoever is trying to kill Sonny Corinthos, Morris Bernard? Down the road, during the week of June 9th to 13, the judge presumably delivers a ruling in the custody case. Who comes out on top, Michael or Willow? Whatever happens, the news is tempered by the fact that Sasha had a premature baby. Curtis Ashford, Donald Turner, and Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, find hooker Jacinda, Paige Herschel, which could have big implications for Drew. How so? Because Curtis has a plan to use Jacinda to get back at Drew, but we predict it won't be cheap body shots for everyone. The week of June 16th to 20 brings more WSB drama action. Crack recruit Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy, summer research assistant, gig with Professor Henry Hank Dalton, Daniel Goddard, is underway, but she's new at this and the prof gets suspicious. Meanwhile, Emma Scorpio Drake, Braden Bruner, is also sus and may dig deeper as well into what Jocelyn's true motives are. Along the way, Jocelyn and her handler Vaughn, Bryce Durfee, could give in to the passion that they've been dealing with for months. And then there's Gio. He is conflicted between angrily shutting out his family and wanting their love. His summer will be full of heavy cognitions. His bio parents Brooke Lynn and Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, try to help Gio accept them, but it could end up being Rocco Falconeri, Finn Carr, who is able to get through to the violinist. Rocco and Gio are brothers, and they have no obstacles in their way to bonding. We also suspect that Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, pushes Gio to give Dante and Brooke Lynn a real chance. Meanwhile, Carly has a gift for Brennan, while Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ali, has to console Kai Taylor, Jen's Austin Astrup. General Hospital spoilers for the next 3 weeks tease upheaval, chaos, and plenty of surprises. Be sure to come back here often, and we will keep you updated on all of the breaking spoilers you need to know about. Port Charles is simmering with secrets, heartbreak, and long-awaited reckonings. Over the next 3 weeks on General Hospital, emotional confrontations, surprise returns, and potential exits will shake up the canvas. Buckle up as we explore what's coming up, from Gio's building resentment to a beloved Spencer possibly leaving town once more. Week 1, the cracks, begin to show Gio's patience. Where's thin Giovanni? Gio Palmieri may have inherited the charm of the Corinthos bloodline, but make no mistake, he's not content to stand in anyone's shadow. As Sonny continues to spiral, and Dex remains in the boss's orbit despite his past betrayals, Gio finds himself feeling increasingly marginalized. He's loyal, smart, and determined, but he doesn't feel seen. This week, tensions between Gio and Dex come to a head during a job that goes sideways. Sonny sends them both to handle a problem involving Selena Wu's encroachment on Corinthos turf, and when Gio takes a bullet protecting Dex, Sonny still praises Dex for getting the job done. That stings, and it shows on Gio's face. Later, in the week, Gio vents to Christina, who tries to smooth things over, but his resentment is growing. What no one realizes yet is that Gio may be harboring ambitions that go far beyond Sonny's operation. Could he be ready to make a play of his own? Drew's halo. Slips Drew Kane is used to being the good guy. Heroic, dependable, moral to a fault. But recent weeks have shown cracks in the armor, especially when it comes to his business dealings with Nina and Aurora Media. This week, a whistleblower from inside Aurora steps forward with accusations of insider trading involving Drew's recent decisions to undercut ELQ and favor Nina's Crimson Revival. Ned Quartermain gets wind of the allegations and begins poking around, much to Drew's chagrin. He insists everything is above board, but his anger at being questioned is very un-Drew-like. Even Carly starts to wonder if Drew's thirst for power and need to prove himself has finally taken him down the wrong path. By week's end, the SEC opens a preliminary investigation, and Tracy Quartermain, ever the opportunist, prepares to use this scandal to wrest ELQ back into her control. Sasha breaks down. Sasha Gilmore is trying to move forward, but grief is a stubborn shadow. Her growing bond with Cody Bell has given her something to hold on to, but her heart is still heavy, especially after receiving a letter this week from Brando's mother, Gladys. The letter, filled with guilt and remorse, forces Sasha to relive her breakdown, her drugging, and the betrayal she suffered at the hands of those who should have protected her. She shares the letter with Cody, who encourages her to burn it and let go. But Sasha isn't ready. She ends the week in tears outside Brando's grave, clutching the necklace he gave her and whispering, "I don't know how to let go of you." It's clear Sasha's healing journey still has a long road ahead, and heartbreak may not be done with her yet. Week 2. Secrets Unleashed. Gio crosses a line. Gio takes matters into his own hands this week by secretly following Dex and recording one of his meetings with an unknown associate, someone Gio suspects is still connected to Pikeman. He brings the footage to Brick, hoping it will finally get Sunny to open his eyes. But when Sunny confronts Dex, Dex flips the script and accuses Gio of playing dirty and acting without permission. Sunny, still not in peak form mentally or emotionally, tells Gio to back off. That's the last straw. Gio tells Sunny, "You don't know who your enemies are anymore, and maybe you never did." Later, Gio is seen meeting with someone in the shadows, possibly Selena Wu or even a new player in the mob scene. Is Gio turning rogue, or is he planning something far more strategic? Drew's world begins to crumble. The SEC moves forward with a formal investigation, and Drew is called in for questioning. Carly tries to stand by him, but her trust is wavering. The real shock comes when Nina, faced with potential exposure herself, sells her stake in Crimson to a mysterious buyer and leaves Drew holding the bag. Valentine warns Drew that he's made too many enemies, and Tracy openly mocks him at the Metro Court. "This is why you leave business to the sharks," she hisses. "You're just a soldier playing executive." By week's end, Drew's entire image is under siege, and the fallout could affect Scout, Carly, and even the remnants of Aurora Media. Sasha pulls away. After receiving a call from a modeling agency, offering her a chance to relaunch her brand, Sasha is forced to confront her past head-on. Cody is supportive, but Sasha hesitates. The glitz and glam that once nearly killed her now feel hollow. In a powerful scene, Sasha visits Deception, looks at the old promotional images of herself, and slowly removes them from the walls. "That girl died," she whispers. "It's time I let her go." But as she tries to move forward, she also begins pulling away from Cody, fearing she's holding him back. He tells her he loves her, but she doesn't answer. Week 3. Departures and Reckonings, Lucky's Return. And farewell? Lucky Spencer returned to Port Charles just weeks ago, surprising everyone. He came back to check on Liz and the boys, but there's been a ghost in his eyes from the start. This week, Lucky opens up to Laura, revealing that his work with the WSB has left him jaded, and that he's considering leaving again, this time for good. Laura pleads with him to stay and build something real with his children, but Lucky says he's not the man they need. Liz overhears the conversation and tells him flat out, "Every time you leave, they stop believing in happy endings a little more." Lucky spends time with Aiden, who begs his dad to come to his art show. Lucky promises he will, but when the night arrives, he's nowhere to be found. The final scenes of the week show Lucky boarding a plane, leaving behind a sealed letter addressed to Liz with only one line visible. "I'm sorry I couldn't be the father they needed." Gio's power play, having been frozen out by Sunny, Gio makes his boldest move yet. He approaches a rival organization and offers intel on Pikeman and the Corinthos vulnerabilities. On one condition, they let him lead the Port Charles operation. It's unclear whether Gio is bluffing or serious, but one thing is clear. He's not the obedient soldier Sunny thought he was. He's a strategist, a wild card. And now, a potential threat. Christina finds out about Gio's shift and confronts him, begging him not to betray Sunny. But Gio tells her, "I'm not betraying anyone. I'm just making sure I survive in a world where loyalty means nothing anymore." Could Christina be the only one who can pull him back from the edge? Drew pays the price. The final days of Week 3 see Drew receiving a summons. Formal charges have been filed. Facing possible jail time again, Drew is forced to reckon with his choices. Carly tells him she doesn't recognize who he's become. Scout asks if her daddy is going away again, and in a full-circle twist, Sam, who once saw Drew as Jason's better, softer half, visits him in custody and says, "You were always the light. What happened?" Whether Drew can redeem himself remains to be seen, but his fall from grace has just begun. Sasha says goodbye? After deep reflection and a quiet scene at Brando's grave, Sasha makes a decision. She tells Maxie and Lucy she won't be rejoining Deception. She plans to leave Port Charles for a while, to find herself outside the city that has given her so much pain. Cody races to the train station to stop her, but Sasha boards without looking back. Is this goodbye forever, or just the pause she needs to find peace? General Hospital spoilers. Summary. The next 3 weeks promise a roller coaster of emotion and power shifts. Gio may emerge as a dangerous new player. Drew faces the consequences of his ambition. Sasha's journey takes a heartbreaking turn, and Lucky may once again vanish from the lives of those who love him. As summer heats up in Port Charles, one thing is certain: nothing will ever be the same. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our GH News 24 YouTube channel for more update news.